You know, when I get home from a long day, I just want to go out and take a walk with Miss Kate. Huh, Miss Kate? I want to go out and take a walk. So I like to keep my weeknight meals simple. Here's a real good one. A real easy 4 or 5 step turkey meatloaf. Hello everybody, I'm Bob, this is my kitchen, let's get started. Today we're making a really easy turkey meatloaf. So you'll need 1.25 pounds of fresh ground turkey, salsa, soy sauce, barbecue sauce, Parmesan, eggs, and breadcrumbs. Now I want to talk about breadcrumbs for a sec. A lot of people will use those powdered breadcrumbs that come in the tall can. They don't suck up enough moisture or add enough texture for me personally. So when I'm making meatloaf, I have a really easy way to make fresh breadcrumbs. Take an English muffin, cook it at level 7 in your toaster so it gets really nice and crispy, then run it through your food processor. And that creates some really fine, ready to use breadcrumbs, much better than anything you're going to buy in a can. With all of our ingredients, let's get started. The first step to a successful meatloaf is mixing all of your wet ingredients. So first, the eggs. I'm using egg substitute, so I'll use 1/4 cup of egg substitute, 2 tablespoons of soy, and I use reduced salt soy. A lot of people will use just, the generic soy, but the sodium content gets so high so quick. So we're just going to put 2 tablespoons of soy in there with the egg. Then we're going to add some barbecue sauce, and everybody has their own flavor. And I like this. This is Bullseye Hickory Smoke. It gives it that little edge, that little almost, barbecue flavor. So I'm just going to eyeball this. We're going to put like a couple of tablespoons of this in there. Little goes a long way, so don't overdo it with the hickory smoke. Then we're going to use your favorite salsa. I'm a big fan of Newman's Own. This is Newman's Own black bean and corn. And we're going to put 1/4 cup of that in there. So 1/4 cup. Oh yeah, that's going to be great. Okay. And with all of our wet ingredients, we'll whisk that together, and then we'll add our meat and our breadcrumbs, and we'll get started. Make sure you get all your wet ingredients spread throughout the meatloaf so you get even flavor. You don't get any flavorless sections. So when you have it in that sort of consistency where it's starting to cake up, you're ready to stop and add your breadcrumbs and your Parmesan. So we'll get started from here. Okay, so we've got our meat mixture. We're going to add our Parmesan, our breadcrumbs. Yep, that one English muffin is just going to make the most amazingly tasty breadcrumbs. And we're just going to massage all this together, and see it's already starting to take that loaf shape. So this is going to be absolutely perfect. Okay, we're going to press our meatloaf into our meatloaf pan. And again, this couldn't be much easier. So you press your meatloaf into the pan, making sure you press it down into each of the little corners. It's going to bow a little bit. Going to make a nice tall meatloaf. Okay, it's marinade time. So we're just going to take our liquid ingredients again. A little soy. I'm just eyeballing this for you. A little bit of this hickory smoked barbecue sauce. And then another 1/2 cup or so of our salsa. And we're going to mix that together. See that little... Okay, here we go. We're going to take our little sauce and ladle it out over the top here. Let me grab my spatula. Okay. We'll add a little more of this fancy Parmesan. Just a little, not a whole lot, just a little. Over the top here now. We're going to put that in the oven for 1 hour and 15 minutes at 350 degrees. And I got to tell you, that's going to be one heck of a flavorgasm meatloaf. See you in 1 hour. So here you go with the finished product. That delicious meatloaf. I serve it with a side of long grain rice and some sauteed mushrooms. And The hour and a half that it took to cook up, you can watch the evening news, go take your dog for a walk, just enjoy a nice summer afternoon, and another real quick, easy weeknight meal in just a few steps. There you go. Thanks.